the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Eastern Michigan's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those. Really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Rides the back and leaves it across the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's James. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the shotgun on third down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So the Michigan State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they turning it on.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown Spartans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Eagles are on the move. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. It's a draw. At the 45, on its way. Snowed under by the defense.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touchdown, Eagles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball with different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man, it's Collier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
There he goes. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Running back searching for a hole.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets away. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, play, it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Bulldozes his way through. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Turning on the Jets. The tag. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the ground with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got it.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the... Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And I'd be worried right now, Howard, this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to...
Breaks into the open. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans have this offense rolling. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll keep it himself. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Lowers those pads. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback will keep it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They've avoided the interception all. They're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. So here we are on fourth down in this field goal kick. To face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that. A little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 6 over Iowa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for it. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll He'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He'll set up to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On the move. Shakes off the defender. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up of 2.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here... Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the ground, he's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think on offense here, in a 2-minute situation, down in possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's caught. Oh, what a move to get room. Into the secondary on the right. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete.